The education mission at the North Carolina Arboretum is one of 5 pillar mission areas at the Arboretum. It's a very important mission for us that's encapsulated in many ways through formal education and informal opportunities, and it falls into an area that we call a concept called the intimate to the immense. That's an idea that can be used in design and also in education planning, where you are studying something very minute, small, and then backing it out to a larger concept and understanding how the relationships of small, intimate to the immense fit together in our world. So many times we think of education as a very formal setting, but at the Arboretum, through all of our gardens and natural landscapes, education is available for you to learn by doing, learn by experience.
This is Ukesui. Ukesui is a black rat snake. Very, very common snake in our areas. If you see those ones that stretch out across an entire road, 6 to 8 feet long or so, that's what you're looking at right here. This is one of many classroom animals that we have that we use in demonstrations. Nearly all of them are all captive raised, and many of them have been donated to us. But in addition to using animals we have in our classroom, we have visiting naturalists that do live animal programming also. And we usually stick with native animals just to kind of gain a sense of place with where we are. Lions and tigers are amazing animals, but we have amazing animals here also, whether it's a hellbender salamander, a red-tailed hawk, opossums are amazing. So we find it's important to kind of engage students in talking about native species. We engage students pre-kindergarten through high school in a wide array of different outdoor and environmental programming, a lot of STEM-based education. We feel that STEM is greatly enhanced with outdoor experiences. Rather than spending time simply looking at books or screens, there's added benefit to being able to go outside and feel the cold water of a stream or muscles tightening as you're hiking uphill. So engaging that physical dimension really kind of adds something to the educational experience. And it also gets to attract learners that might not be as good at simply repeating information if they've been given it to or simply read it. To be able to go out and experience things is very, very critical. So our mission really focuses on delivering experiences that provide adventure, so getting outside, having that rush of adrenaline as you're hiking up a hill or getting to go hike up a trail. Also exploration, getting out to get your hands dirty or soily, as we say, and then also awareness. Once you have the opportunity to explore an area, to get to appreciate it, then you want to do what you can to make sure that you're preserving natural resources, and that's sort of our thoughts on how we should be educating our youth and incorporating STEM education.
One of the parts of the mission of the North Carolina Arboretum is education to the public through cultivating relationships with the public. And so this weekend we are celebrating science at the North Carolina Arboretum with the Mountain Science Expo. The Mountain Science Expo is an official expo of the North Carolina Science Festival, which is a statewide festival celebrating science over 2 weeks. And so today we have seen over 1,000 visitors here today so far, from pre-K all the way up to adults. And they're here to learn about science that's happening here in Western North Carolina. We have 23 participating organizations, most of which are nonprofits from Western North Carolina. And they're offering hands-on demonstrations showing what it is that they do with their facility and in their organization, and helping to get the public and the community of Western North Carolina involved in science, and so that they can meet each other and cultivate those relationships across the region and right here at this facility.
The Arboretum gives professional training opportunities through its AmeriCorps projects and offers deeper academic experiences for Olmsted Fellow interns.
I got involved in AmeriCorps Project Conserve because I was looking for a position at the Arboretum. There was one available through Project Conserve, and it's an AmeriCorps program that consists of a lot of volunteers from different conservation organizations. I was very interested in its mission in conservation. A lot of what I do at the North Carolina Arboretum is teach, and teaching kids and families in particular. So teaching school field trips, Discovery Day camps, led birthday parties, scout programs is another big thing. And then also educating kind of non-personally as well through maintaining our discovery packs and geocaches and things like that.
The Olmsted internship program was a perfect program for me at where I'm at as taking classes at NC State in horticulture, and so this was an opportunity for me to have a learning lab every day that go along with my classes. And I think I've had other internships before, and I think being here at the North Carolina Arboretum, in that it's a public garden, was a perfect place to be an intern, because a lot of our mission is education, and so every day is about learning and trying new things. For Olmsted applicants, I would say that once again, the North Carolina Arboretum being a public garden, you couldn't pick a better place to be an intern. There's so many opportunities that extend beyond your actual role. For me, in the greenhouse and greenhouse production, I was also able to work with the gardeners some, to go to different extension agencies and take different workshops. I've taken pruning classes, all sorts of things. It's constantly an environment that constantly tries to get you to gain an education.
The mission of the Arboretum is to connect people with plants, and people can do that at the Arboretum by walking around and getting information about the garden from the signage. But we also have classes so that people can learn a little bit more about the gardens and about the Blue Ridge area, go a little bit more in depth. We have classes all year round at the Arboretum, and I encourage everyone who's interested to check out the schedule on our website and come on out and take a class.
We hope that visitors will come to the North Carolina Arboretum this summer to avail themselves of many of our educational opportunities. We have coming a beautiful exhibit called Savage Gardens, which explores the world of carnivorous plants, which are native to the coastal plain of North Carolina. Also this summer, we'll be conducting a series of 30 summer day camps for youth and children, and they'll be exploring the natural sciences throughout their weeks here with us. And then in the fall, we'll round out our year with Winter Lights, our second annual show. It's a great time to come at the holidays and be with your family in the gardens.